I just thought I'd show you what going to the hardware store for my husband has created the past month. I hope you enjoy, and I hope it helps you also. I don't know how much I'm going to do in this haul. I gave you a little clip. I've been going to the hardware store. It's called Potter's Ace Hardware in our town. And I went in there probably about a month ago just to get some Teflon tape for my husband for a project he had. And I don't have the Teflon tape to show you because I don't know where it went. But we all know what Teflon tape is. But one thing I was going to tell you, a lot of times at hardware stores, you can find some amazing things. I know I took you one time through what I got at the True Value hardware store. And I went back this week to pick up something I had seen on the last video you seen. So I'm going to try to insert that little clip now. I'm over here at True Value hardware store. And can you guess what was on my mind today? Yeah, I want to get some peppers and tomatoes and stuff going, but I knew I better go ahead and get some of the composted cow manure. They had some pint-sized jars, one pressure canner that was a Presto, and I bought these little jars. They're little miniature storage jars, and they have a one-piece lid for dry storage, 4 ounces. I got one of those. But yeah, they had a few canning jars, no lids, and one pressure cooker. Are you ready? So I went to Aces Hardware to get Kenny, like I said, Teflon tape. But I came out with a bag like this. That was my first visit. And the reason I came out with that bag is because they said yes to something I didn't think they'd say yes to. You know what that is? It's something a lot of people are still having trouble finding. Especially, you know, canners are looking for lids and jars and all that. And although our Aces Hardware at the time didn't have any jars, they actually had some canning lids. They're not the Ball brand, but this is the brand that they carry, and they say it's a good brand. So I'll show you what I got on the first visit. I'm not going to put the big bag up here. On the first visit, I went ahead. See, like I said, I don't remember. I left everything in bags because I wanted to show you first before I put it up. And plus, I've been working on my pantry that's back here. And I've actually got a place to put them. So by showing them, I can put them up. I bought 5 packs of the regular mouth lids with fans by Pure. 5 packs of them. They were, I think, $4 and something a pack. Hopefully I'll run across one of my receipts and I can tell you exactly how much they were. Like I said, this was about a month ago when I got these. So I was real happy to find them. They didn't have any largemouth at the time, but they said they had a truck coming in once a week. And I told them I would check back with them. But while I was there, they also had something I needed here at home. They had their LED light bulbs. And I got the 60 watt, 10 to a pack. And they had them on sale for $9.99. So I went ahead and bought, I don't know what the difference is. Let me see. I gotta see what the difference is because I think the box colors are different. I I just now noticed that. They were both $9.99. They all say the same thing. Maybe they were made at a different time. They were stacked together, and like I said, this has been about a month ago. I'm just now seeing that the boxes look different, but they both say identical things. But for $9.99, I thought that was a really good deal. A lot of times I'll buy my bulbs at the Dollar Tree when I go, because they're $1 a piece. And so that's the equivalent to the Dollar Tree. What else did I get that day? I bought, and I've not had to use it yet, and you'll see why later. But they also had on sale the lawn and leaf bags, flat tie, 39 gallon. And it was a box of 50. And I know it was on sale that day. Don't know how much. But I knew I would wind up needing them, so I got those. And when I was at the register, I seen this little keychain. Can you see the little keychain? I'm not real close to my camera today. Little bitty Phillips screwdriver on a keychain. And you might say, why did you get that? So many times we have little tiny screws and stuff where we need to put batteries in. And I told my husband when I brought it home that I thought that it would work on a lot of the remotes and the kids' toys and all that. And he found that it might be a tad too big. But I'm going to attach this to my key ring so I don't lose it. I believe it's going to be pretty good for a lot of the projects I need. That was all in that bag. The rest of it, I must have made at least, I've made at least 3 trips I made 4 trips, I believe. One trip I didn't buy anything because all they had was the regular mouth lids. But then I got to thinking, let's see what I got in here. Maybe I ought to get a few more since I'm running in here all the time. My brain. Because there might be a friend of mine that might need some. And although I know these right here would be plenty enough for this season, because Mom and I are going to get back into canning, we don't do big quantity canning. We just don't. The main thing we're interested in is canning meat, because I tell you what, canning chicken, and we've not done pork yet. We're talking about doing pork this time. But canning chicken and ground beef, and I think we did top sirloin, steak in the jar, that we definitely said we'd be doing more meat. So on another trip, I winded up getting 1, 2, 3, 4 more. That was on another trip. That's all I got. That's all that's in the bag. Because I left everything in the bag because I knew that I wouldn't do a video till I had went through it for about a few visits just to see if they're consistent on having the canning lids. And every time I went in there from 4 weeks ago, they have had at least a smallmouth canning lids. I've got my chair on my other bag. I put my bags on the floor because I knew you wouldn't be able to see me. Okay, let's see what's in this bag, because this is week 2 or 3, I'm sure. Yeah, I bought more canning lids. Regular mouth. But for the price of them, Amazon, eBay, and all these places have gotten really outrageous. This time I just bought 3. I just bought 3. So, all these are smallmouth. Now we're on to the 4th week. I go in there expecting only to see these because they've had them. But I lucked out. I really did, because I use more largemouth canning jars. They actually had the pure with 12 lids with bands, and they were under $5. Under $5. And How many did I get? I wound it up with 10 of these. They had some cases of them, so I didn't feel too bad that day, since this was mainly what I was going for anyway. And it shows it on the ball jar. No, it shows it on a Pure jar. So Pure must have their own jars too, but excuse me. But for the price and the fact that I've been needing to put some back in case we need them. And like I said, some of my friends might come up and say, hey, Angie, I might need some. But I walked out that day with 2 bags. And I didn't get anything else. Just, that was it. But I know that hardware stores carry a lot of stuff. A lot of them do. Hang on one second. I'm sorry about that. I'm still not quite over whatever I've had for the past couple of weeks now. Kenny's still trying to get over whatever he's had. Don't believe it's the virus. No, we don't. It's something we go through every year, but I think the older you get sometimes, the harder it is to get rid of stuff. But what I was going to say is a lot of the hardware stores, they're not just for paint and things for home improvement. They also have cleaning supplies. They have outdoor products, like you seen in the video that I inserted from Two Value Hardware Store. They have compost. They have dirt. They have sand. They have so much stuff. They had birdhouses. I can't think of all the gloves, masks. So don't hesitate to try one of your hardware stores. I also heard that some hardware stores, and I think we have one in another town, and I know Pat told me about one at her way, that will actually check out your, service your pressure cooker. So if you need your pressure cooker serviced, I doubt I will this year because we've only used it one season and we didn't overuse it, you know what I'm saying? But if you need your pressure cooker serviced, call around to some of your hardware stores. And you might be surprised and find one in your area that will actually service your pressure cooker. Because I know that a lot of people need a gasket or just need attention done to it. I don't know exactly how to say it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Scratch that. I hope you enjoyed this short video because it was mainly all about the cannon lids. And I wanted to wait and bring it to you till I knew for sure that it was going to be consistent on them having it. And she said that they had a hard time, you know, last year about getting them. And I remember going to their, it's not their sister store, but the store in the other town. And I actually bought their last 2 cases of it was quart jars, I think, last season. And they never got any more. So I was glad that I actually had bought those 2 cases. And so I hope this video helped you a little bit. I hope that you might look at your hardware store differently. When we were working on the house is when I was going into more and more hardware stores and noticed what they carried. But I still am not a frequent shopper of them unless I'm going in for, say, a particular item. But I'm just rambling again. It's just been one of them weeks, one of them 2 weeks. And I've got a lot to catch up on. I do. But until next time. Oh, by the way, I was going to ask you all, where do you find your cannon products at? Do you find them at hardware stores? Has anybody found them at the Dollar General store? because I was told Dollar General this month was getting cannon lids. And so far, every time I've went in, I've not seen any. I've asked. They've not seen any. And I was told by a manager of one of the Dollar Trees that they were going to get cannon lids. So far, I haven't seen them. Have you all seen them? I've not. Walmart had no cannon lids, but they did have jars. And, of course, I went late in the day that day, so they may have had lids earlier. But since I'm not in need, as you see, I'm not out early enough to probably check when they first, stock during the night. But I was on a mission to get my largemouth. I got them. But thank you for watching again, and until next time.